everybody, it's me, Mrs. Hermsen. Alright, today we're going to do the Photomerge project. I love this project. This is going to be a little bit complicated for me because I have to actually show you what the camera looks like on the tripod and how to set your situation up, but I need another camera in order to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a project where you're going to take one photograph of this background scene, okay? And then what we're going to do is within the project, picture this as layers. You're going to take multiple pictures using a tripod in your camera, and you're going to take multiple pictures, and in every shot I'm going to be in one of the pictures, okay? I'm going to give you an example. In the first shot, I'm going to be seated right here. Okay? In the second shot, I might be just kind of kneeling right here. In the third shot, maybe I'll be standing over here. All right? And maybe in the fourth shot, I might be right here. By the way, you should be able to see me because when I set the shot up, I really examined what was in the picture and what wasn't in the picture. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll do another shot where I am in back of the couch. Okay. Now, picture this. No pun intended. Picture this. You've taken all those different shots, and we're going to take all of those shots back inside into Photoshop, and we're going to merge those layers so you see me multiple times in one singular shot. There's a trick to it, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a minute. So this is sort of a crazy scenario, something you probably don't think about, but because I am doing photo videos, I have to have two tripods and two cameras in order to actually do the shoot. Another thing is that I wanted to show you is, here's the scene that my other camera is pointed to, all right, and that's the scene that we will be doing the shoot with, okay, and there's the tripod, all right, and I am right behind the tripod with my camera. All right, I'm not sure if I'm at a great angle for you. So I'm going to use this Canon T5 camera. It's called the DSLR, a digital single lens reflex camera. Lens comes off. Nice hardy little camera. Done me pretty good in a lot of different situations. Definitely good quality end results. I'm happy with them. So today, as I said before, we're doing the Photomerge project. So you will need either your camera or your phone will do, but if you have the DSLR camera, I prefer you use that. You will also need, and for this particular project, you don't really need to use the manual mode, but it is helpful if you understand aperture priority. And if you use the aperture priority mode and you set your camera for a wider range of depth, I think your results will be a lot better. If you don't remember, what that means is, that means that you'll have a wider focal range. So what's in the frontal plane of your picture and what's in the back plane of your picture will both be in focus. And you're going to want that, and you'll know what I mean when you begin doing the project. So if nothing else, you turn your camera on. All right, my camera is set to the green automatic mode right here, and you too can set your camera to the automatic mode, or you can use the aperture priority mode. In this camera, it's representational of the AV. Shooting outside is usually not a huge problem because we have plenty of daylight, especially on a beautiful day like today. And what you might want to set your aperture at is you may want to set your aperture to an f-stop of around 8, 11, somewhere right around there, mid-range, so that you get that wider range of focus that I was talking about earlier. All right? So the next thing you're definitely going to need to do is you're going to need to know or need to set this on self-timer mode. Now, hopefully you can see this, but the self timer is a semicircle with a little stick through it, okay? And when I click that mode, I get a single shot, or I get the self timer option or the continuous self timer option. I'm gonna go right to the middle self timer option, and it looks like this, okay? Hopefully that's in focus. All right, and that means that when I push and go to take a picture, I'm gonna hear this beeping sound. All right, it's gonna give me 10 seconds to get into place. All right, now my camera is pretty set and ready to go. The next thing I have to do is I have to put my camera on the tripod. And what's going to be really important about this project is you have to be very gentle every time you take a picture. You don't want to move the tripod, because the success is going to come if, in fact, you take a whole bunch of the photographs and merge them together, but all the photographs were taken at exactly the same angle, okay? So if the tripod moves, it's going to be possible to still use that particular image, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult and time consuming on the editing end, okay? So the next thing we're going to do is you make sure that you have the tripod mount screwed onto your camera, and then we have to be sure to mount the camera onto the tripod, all right, so that it doesn't fall off. And then I'm setting up my shot. Next, oops, I'm ready to take my picture, okay? Self timer's going off, bada bing, bada boom. All right, and the first picture's taken. So let's do our collection of images, and we'll show you what we come up with, all right? Then we're gonna go inside and we're gonna open up Photoshop, put them together and merge them all together to form a cumulative, another type of montage, similar to that of a David Hockney montage, but an entirely different technique. So I hope you have fun with this, and let's get ready to go. Not bad for an old lady. Okay, so I just took all of my resources for the Photomerge final composite, the montage, and now I'm really excited to see what I've got. So first thing to do is you go and you upload your pictures to your computer. All right, I put my memory card into the back of my computer, and I now can see an entire folder full of images, all right, that I used in order to take my in order to complete the finished product. So what I'm going to do is now the one obstacle that you might have is you may have actually overlapped yourself in some of these images. So we're going to work through that as we go. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide on an image that I'm going to start at for use as my foundation image. So I'm going to take this one because I'm way off to the side in this photograph right here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring it into Photoshop. How I'm going to do that is I'm dragging it over the icon on my dock, okay? And that image should open up in Photoshop. All right, and that actually looks really quite good. All right, so the next thing to do is I am going to bring another image into Photoshop, but I'm going to bring it in on a different tab. And the reason I'm going to do that, if I bring it in on this tab right here, it overlaps the layer that I already had. So I'm going to opt not to do that. I'm going to actually throw that layer away, because I think it's easier if I bring it in on a different tab. So I am going to bring it over the Photoshop icon again, and you will see that it comes in on a different tab. Okay, here's the initial picture, and then here's the picture I just brought in. Now, what I think is pretty easy, I'm now going to drag that tab off, okay? All right, and watch closely what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab the lasso tool in the toolbar. You're going to be amazed at this, okay? I am going to feather. And you remember what feather means? Feather means that the edges will become transparent. So blending will be more, it'll be more seamless when I blend the pictures together. You'll see what I mean in a second. I'm feathering at 5, all right? I'm taking my lasso tool and I am going to draw around myself. Now, because my camera was on a tripod, oop, that was bad. I'm gonna go again. I snipped off a little part of my shoe. Now, if the tripod didn't move, okay, and if the rug didn't move, and any of the objects in my image didn't move, when I do this, this is gonna blow your mind. Ready? I've got myself selected, all right, as you see right here. Let me move the tab off again. It bounced back. Now, here is my original shot. See, I'm right over there. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to, it's being a little finicky with me right now. I am going to hold down the Command Shift, Apple Shift key. I'm going to put get the move tool in my hand. Move tool in my hand. Got it, everybody? Apple Shift. I am now dragging this. Oh, it's not dragging. Oh, there we go. To that other image. All I did was drag that in. I will show you that again. All right. Let me step backward. Okay. I got to go get my other picture, which is over here. Things are a little choppy for me at this present moment. I'm not exactly sure why, but they are. Okay. Ready, everybody? Lasso tool. Feather at 5. I'm going to actually do it all over. I'm going to deselect it just so you can see that I'm going to do it over. It's like a magic trick. I am simply going to go around my entire body. Now, during the time that I was taking these pictures, the sun could have changed a little bit. We're going to have to play around with that later if there's any discoloration with color. Look at, I've selected myself. Go get the move tool. Command Shift, otherwise known as Apple Shift. Take it, drag it, drop it, boom, 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 right into place. So I'm going to continue with bringing in separate photographs into my Photoshop composite, all right, my Photomerge project. So I'm going to start with this photograph as the background image. And then, for instance, I am going to bring this picture into Photoshop, as I said, on a separate tab. I'm just going to do this again for you guys so you're clear as to what is going on. I am going to drag this tab off, all right, because I like to look to see where this is going to be going. All right, lasso tool, feather at about a 5. Remember, feather makes the border more transparent, so the blend into the other photograph will be seamless. All right, I don't even have to be that perfect, because if I was perfect when it came to my camera not moving up on the tripod, I'm just going to take me. I will take the cylinder block here. All right, and oh, it's not a cylinder block. It's a cinder block. All right, my husband must have told me that 100 times. I don't know why. I always mess that up. That's one of those things. It's kind of funny. All right, so I grab the move tool, Apple or Command Shift, and I move it over and boom, and it falls right into place. Okay, I'm going to go grab another one. Let's do that again. All right, I'm going to go grab this picture, Photoshop, bring it in. I dragged it to that icon on my dock. I'm going to drag my tab off because I like to see where it's going. I'm going to go grab the lasso tool, feather out of 5. I'm going to go and grab around me, and I'm going to take the top cushion of the couch there because I don't want to miss anything. All right, I got the pole, move tool. I'm back on this page right here. Apple or Command Shift, hold it down, drag it over, drop, and it drops right into place. Oh, this is so much fun. All right, and it's so cool to watch this come together. All right, now I'm going to, oh, I haven't used this image yet, and I want to use this one. I'm going to bring it over my Photoshop icon. All right, drag the tab off, because that's what I like to do. I don't even have to see where it's going. I am going to go grab my lasso tool. Remember, it's feathered at 5. Around we go. I'm grabbing everything. And if there's a shadow, I am grabbing that too, or my picture's not going to make sense without the shadows, okay? In this case, there isn't one, but if there was, you're going to grab it. Move tool, Apple or Command Shift, hold it down, drag it over, boom. And look it. I bounce right into place. I'm going to go grab one more, all right? This is for example's sake. I want everybody to understand how to do this. So I'm repeating it multiple times for you. Drag the tab off. Go grab the lasso tool. Feather at 5. Here we go. Around we go. I got to make sure I grab my foot. Make sure I got my glasses. If anything moved, like the furniture or even the bushes in the background, I will notice that. All right? So go grab the move tool, Command Shift, and drop. And that should drop me right on the chair. All right, so this is pretty neat, and things are starting to really come together. I'm loving the way it looks. Oh, wow, but look at this, everybody. Look at what's going on here. I'm going to zoom in. Apple Plus, okay? And I'm going to move over, and you'll see right here that I lost a piece of my foot, okay? So let's see which layer. Go grab your move tool, hover over the layer where I lost my foot, right click, and it tells me, all right, this is layer 3. All right, so layer 4 is on top of layer 3. I'm on top of my own foot because I copied too much, all right, when I brought it over. So here's what I have to do. I'm not going to go grab my eraser tool, because if I start erasing away at layer 4, next thing you know, I will have erased a part of my leg away, and then I won't be able to get it back. All right, I will start erasing original data away. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a mask into layer 4. All right, now the mask is the little square box on the bottom of the page with the circle in the middle. All right, I put a mask into layer 4. Now you may or may not remember from another course that in order to alter a mask, you use the brush tool. You are not, and you put black and white on your toolbar. I'm using the X to flip-flop it back and forth. What happens in the mask mode with a brush, with black on your brush, you are revealing what's underneath that mask, okay? So I am able to take contents out of that layer. All right, and you'll see that there's like a little bit of a darkness on this layer right here. So I am actually taking it out. Let's say I make a mistake and go whoop, and I actually take a piece of my leg away by accident. Well, here is the best part about working in a mask mode. I now put white on my brush, and I can heal the mask back up. And I can put my data right back without any problem. And that is how you do it. So I was able to fix my image by using the mask. All right. I see I have a little bit of a darkness going on right here. I would do the same thing. And I may even go back and do it over here as well. But as you see, my picture is really coming together. This is called a Photomerge. Again, a lot of fun. I still may want to put a few more images of myself in here and play around with which ones are the strongest. And here you have it. I think we have a really nice solid composite. It's fun to look at. It's actually fun to create. So I hope that you have as much fun as I did did when I put together my Photomerge. So good luck and happy photographing.